Scott, thanks for hanging out today, man. Tell me about your dad.
In August of last year, my dad passed away from central nervous system lymphoma. It had actually been an 8-year fight with cancer. They were able to get rid of 80% of it for a few years, but it came back and they weren't able to stop it.
I've been there. I lost my mom about 13 years ago to cancer, so I know as a son what it's like to watch a parent go through something like that. A lot of us know that are probably watching this today. That probably rocked your world pretty hard like it did mine.
Oh, absolutely.
Talk to me about that.
So the biggest thing was it made me look at how I was spending my time in my life, who I was spending it with, and really made me realize that it's time, not things, that are important.
So when you realized that, how did it begin to flesh out? Was it a process that made you realize some of that stuff?
Well, oddly enough, you would think, once my dad's sick, I would stop and get it, and hear the Lord. But I was still, working tons of hours and trying to buy my way into happiness. And I really I didn't get it. I was just, running down this road towards this brick wall as fast as I could.
So it sounds like there was like a God-sized hole that you were trying to fill up with stuff in life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You had mentioned something about anxiety a while ago when I heard your story, and that's one big piece I wanted you to flesh out today so people could understand how the process about how you found God. So talk to me about that.
Sure. The big thing that happened to me about 3 years ago in the process of this whole thing was I all of a sudden started getting panic attacks. Never had them in my life. Had anxiety, panic attacks, just didn't want to leave the house, and it came out of nowhere. I didn't know what it was. And I spent 3 to 4 months really trying to research and fix myself and read books and and do all the stuff that we try to do to fix ourselves. And I couldn't get it. I couldn't fix it.
What was the best book out of those that you read?
So a friend of mine recommended Purpose Driven Life, which I picked it up. And there was one day I was having just massive anxiety laying on my couch. And I picked up the book and just randomly opened it to a page. And that page said, self-help was no help at all. And it was like, bah, pow, there's a lightning bolt, got my attention. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, and that was the toughest part about it, was getting to that point.
Yeah.
I had to have the 2x4 between the eyeballs, after how many years to actually get it.
Yeah. So now you've been serving at Bethany, and you got connected here through some friends. And,
I did.
You've been on the tech team and been serving with the video team and doing some of that stuff. And you're going to be on the worship team soon, which is awesome, playing drums. And are there any other areas that you've been involved in that have really been helping you find God and give to God?
Absolutely. I actually came back and I'm taking the Alpha course, which is funny for a guy raised in Methodist Church and a Christian all his life to take a Christianity 101 type course, but it was awesome. I mean, I've learned so much stuff that I just didn't even know, or even thought about before. And I'm actually be taking a membership class shortly after that finishes up right around Easter.
Talk to me about this life statement that you have. It's at the bottom of all your emails. It says, "I am living proof." What is that? Just in a tiny nutshell, what does that mean to you?
Sure. So I am living proof basically is just a reminder to me to live my life as proof of Jesus's sacrifice for us. It really keeps me in line. It makes me check myself. A lot of people will say, the saying, "What would Jesus do?" Well, for me, it's I'm living proof. And also that He is living proof. That we're saved and that He's taking care of us. So that's really why it's a great reminder to me, to live my life for Him.
Scott, sounds like you've really allowed, just going through this process, it sounds like you've really allowed God to be a foundation and really fill this hole in your heart and really help you believe in something that was really hard to believe with your whole heart.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm really proud of you. I think a lot of us watching today are too, and I hope it speaks to all of us, a story like yours. And life is about perspective. Life is about mortality. Life is about a beginning and an end. And I hope we all realize that today. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.